Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chris Massimo back again with another Apex Legends video. Hope you guys are doing well today, and we have a lot to go ahead and cover. We've actually been able to go ahead and play Olympus for a little bit of time now, a few days or so, and I really need to know what you guys' thoughts are because mine, it's a little mix and match if I might say so myself. Obviously, I have, two gameplays that I want to go ahead and show you for today. The first one, it's basically going to be like the sum up of anything in regards of Olympus. If you guys have been able to go ahead and play, at least just put some good time or even just a little bit of time into Olympus, you're going to understand that it's going to be super accurate. And then of course the next gameplay, we were just playing a little slow. Obviously I'll go ahead and address the reason for that being, but it was actually a really good win on our part. We actually did really well, and I feel like I have to go ahead and share some thoughts as to what I feel as if this particular map and gameplay should be. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and other than that, I will see you guys in the next 10 seconds. Hey guys, so welcome back to the video. So first and foremost, as you can see, we are playing on Olympus. It is going to be the only map for the next 2 weeks if you guys aren't familiar with that, and honestly, in my personal opinion, I feel like they maybe should have actually included World's Edge. I mean, I understand just the fact that they want to give everyone the ability to go ahead and understand, the map, figure out where all the good loot is, and just, work as a team and just get used to everything in general. But for the most part, you know what, this map has just been crazy. You know what, it's really huge. Obviously, everyone thinks that maybe if the map is a little bit more bigger, it's going to add to a little bit more gameplay style and understanding, with just the fact that maybe you're not running into a lot of third parties. But actually, that's wrong. I feel as if the third parties have been crazy ridiculous in this actual map now. I feel as if in Kings Canyon, I thought it was personally bad, but on this one, it's just been nuts. I feel as if, as of right now, you kind of have to expect that the third party is going to be coming, at one point or just very soon, because the moment you finish off one team, you have to be ready for the next following team. And then not even just the third party, you're going to get the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh party that's going to be just pulling up like crazy. And you're going to see actually in this first clip over here, so obviously we are looting, but the moment that we actually ran into a team, it just got nuts. I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And obviously, since I'm solo queuing a lot of my games, I have no way of actually communicating with my teammates as to what's going on. So in this particular part, it's a little difficult trying to understand, what my players, or at least my teammates' mindsets are, and just kind of work as a team. But as you can see over here, we actually got a whole bunch of knocks moving forward, and right now it's a little difficult to go ahead and finish your knocks, just because you have to understand that the moment that someone hears that there's going to be fighting, people can pull up in a trident just super fast, and they can actually get the third party like crazy. So you gotta have to be like wary of everything, and obviously if you don't get the thirst, and obviously thirster kills right away, people are just going to go ahead and get the res off. So it's a little tricky, and especially when it comes to looting as well, you can't loot for that long. And I've noticed that especially solo queuing a lot. Obviously, since I don't have that communication with my teammates, I have to just rely on my teammates to understand that you have to loot fast. Just get everything that you need, get a shield swap, a little bit of ammo, and just be ready. Because look right over here, the moment that I actually res my teammates, we got scanned by another team. So this was actually about, I think, the third or fourth team that actually ended up being in this particular area. So it just gets nuts, because a lot of the games, if you're actually just rotating to circle and obviously just trying to play the circle, a lot of people actually don't want to play that way. They want to actually go for kills and obviously just get a little bit more entertaining and obviously some exciting gameplay, because everyone wants to feel that kind of rush. And obviously when those people are trying to do so, then everyone is actually going to be going to that one single spot the moment that they hear the actual gunfights. Because I feel like in some other cases, I've gone to multiple games where I just can't find anybody. And, just the fact that the moment I hear gunshots, we're so far away because we don't have a car, or even if we do have a car, by the time that we get there, they actually finish the whole team off, and now they already reset, and we're at a disadvantage because maybe we just don't have enough ammo, the best guns, or just enough armor as well. So, like I said, you kind of really have to go ahead and think about your decision whether or not you want to go ahead and push a team. So for the most part, I do have some things that I want to go ahead and address in this particular video. First things first is just about the map. I know I'm doing a little rant, and I don't mean to, but I just feel like I should get you guys some expectations as to what you should expect if you guys haven't been able to go ahead and play as much as you had liked. So What I'm thinking is that this map was actually supposed to be made for competitions. You know, a lot of people don't realize that Apex Legends is moving to the direction of playing a little bit more competitively. And obviously, you know, there's a lot of people that are okay with that, but, you know, for someone like myself that, you know, can't play competitively, I just play a lot of pubs and, you know, just for making content for you guys and just being able to go ahead and just talk to you guys about the game, you know, that's just not possible. And especially if I'm solo queuing a lot, because you have to have communication with your teammates. There's way too many open areas. There's way too many situations where you need to understand that maybe your teammate needs to go ahead and rotate back while you rotate forward, or maybe they're just not understanding that maybe you need to heal up and then they're actually healing up, or they're just looting, and you know, it could lead to a lot of issues. And you know what, it's been a little frustrating in my personal opinion, but it is what it is. So like right over here, maybe if I had the communication with my teammates, maybe I wouldn't have actually pushed this lifeline, but honestly this lifeline was super weak. And next thing you know, my teammate actually ended up getting punched out, and it is what it is. We actually end up going down and losing. So it happens. Like I said, you just kind of have to go ahead and expect it. But look at, I was only able to go ahead and get 1,000 damage off. I honestly felt like I had like a 2K badge going on, but just the amount of knocks that I was getting, I feel like I should have had more than 3 kills. But from what I've seen so far, there's a lot of people that aren't getting as high kill gameplays as they used to, and especially damage wise. And obviously there's going to be a lot of people that are just really great at the game and super cracked out, and they're just going to actually get really good gameplays as well. I'm not one of those players. Like I said, I'm just one of your average decent players. Obviously I'm going to get one of those games where I just pop off every now and then, but for the most part I just can't put in the time. I can't just do everything that I would hope so, especially when it comes to making the best content for you guys. It is what it is. But for those of you that actually watch my videos, I do appreciate it. But you know, there's gonna be moments like this. So from what I'd mentioned previously, is that this particular gameplay, it just happened to be the moment where you have to rotate, and that's actually the whole goal of competition gameplay. You know, you have to constantly rotate, figure out where the circle was, and I was just constantly scanning where the survey beacons were. So the moment that we understood that, you know, you have to play towards the ring and play for points, and you know, just the way that you would actually play and treat a ranked game match, because otherwise if you're just gonna be hot dropping, everyone's gonna swarm you and it just gets nuts. But for the most part, I would wanted to go ahead and hope that I was able to go ahead and cover maybe a little bit more about the patch notes with you guys. But in this particular case, you know, I just felt like I needed to address the whole situation with the third parties, because I've been understanding a lot from the community that everyone's been dealing with this. It's just everyone's feeling pain, everyone's saying that this is the worst season and that this map is crazy, but it's a lot of mixed feelings in my opinion. And honestly, I'm glad that the R99 is back as well, but everyone is running it, especially all the sweats. But like I had mentioned, in this particular map, you can't be running like close range weapons unless you're playing for the very final circle. Obviously that's going to be the best situation for you, but if you want to get one of those high kill gameplays or just high damage, you want to go ahead and make sure that you have a long range weapon at all times. But like I said, you know what, everyone has their own different gameplays, everyone's going to have their own different strategies. This is just my own personal opinion as to the gameplays that I've been actually experiencing lately. And speaking of which, you're going to see that I wasn't able to go ahead and get that finish, or at least it looked like I did. But you know what, I've just been experiencing a lot of lag lately. There's a lot of bugs and everything that needs to get fixed, and like I had mentioned previously, everyone from the community has been experiencing them as well. But for the most part, we honestly just have to wait. But what I will admit is just that the games I've actually been able to go ahead and play with some friends lately, those games have been crazy fun. I've actually been able to go ahead and get a lot of wins, and you know what, it just understands and of course just proves the fact that you have to have that communication. Once you get some communication, you understand your teammates' gameplay and understand the way that they actually play the game, you know what, it's going to be the whole different factor as to the way that you should go ahead and play it and approach this next season. So I'm actually excited for when World's Edge actually comes back. As you can see over here, I was actually just preparing for the last final fight with this solo, but you know what, I didn't actually get to get this final kill, so I was like, why not? So let's just go ahead and be a little toxic, I guess. But it is what it is. If you guys have made it this far within the video, I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I promise that I'm actually going to go over the patch notes a little bit more as we progress within the season as well, because there's just a lot to go ahead and cover. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get some better gameplays. But with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for clicking on today's video. If you guys have enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you guys would consider liking and subscribing. But other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' day. You guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.